So unless you've been living under a rock for the better part of the last 48 hours, you know that Nintendo has finally revealed their new console, the Nintendo Switch. So it's no longer the NX, it's now the Switch. Now, if you've been keeping an eye on my channel, then you'll know that I didn't actually even upload a reaction or an impression video for the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer. And that basically just comes down to, yeah, I watched the trailer, but I just didn't really find it that exciting. And that pretty much boils down to the fact that all the rumors about the console were more or less 100% accurate. So watching and reading and following all these rumors for so long, when this reveal trailer finally dropped, I just didn't really feel the need to make a video about it. Not to mention, every man and his dog was also making content about the reveal trailer, so what's the point when everybody's already commented on it 100 different ways? However, before we jump into the meat of this video and what I actually want to talk about, I made a video a couple months back about how important I thought it was for Nintendo to nail the marketing for back then called the NX. But I really feel like Nintendo really hit it out of the park with this reveal trailer. I feel like Nintendo made it extremely clear what the console's about, what it's for, and who it's for. And they pretty much spent the entire 3 minutes just showing you 100 different examples of what the console's about and what it can do and who it's for. So I'm going to give Nintendo a pat on the back for this one because I feel like they did a really good job with making it very clear what the Switch is all about. However, moving on into what I actually want to talk about, which is still something to do with the reveal trailer, but it's something very specific in particular. Now, as you can imagine, the reveal trailer showed a lot of Nintendo games like your Zelda, your Marios, they showed Splatoon, they showed a few bits and pieces from the Nintendo IPs. But they also showed 2 games in particular which are third-party games, and that was Skyrim Remaster and NBA 2K. Now, something interesting about these games here, and I'm pulling this information directly from IGN because they actually reached out to reps from both Bethesda and 2K, and it's actually interesting to find out what they had to say about this footage being in the Switch's reveal. This is what they had to say. We're happy to have had the opportunity to collaborate with Nintendo on the trailer. While we are not confirming any specific titles at this time, we are pleased to announce our partnership with Nintendo and support of the Nintendo Switch. We look forward to revealing specific details at a later date. And that's actually the response that IGN got from both studios. And the point I'm trying to get at is it kind of left me scratching my head because I'm thinking in the back of my head, well, hang on, if you've shown gameplay footage of your games running on the Nintendo Switch, or at least they seem to be running on the Nintendo Switch, then why aren't you ready to confirm your game when the Switch is only a matter of months out from its actual release? And once that thought had run its course through my head, an alarm bell went off. And all of a sudden I was finding myself having flashbacks to the Wii U reveal when they showed a sizzle reel of all the third-party games that were coming to the Wii U which never came to fruition. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be the case with the Nintendo Switch, but I am saying I think it's strange that these developers aren't confirming their games when the Switch is literally around the corner. Now, it could be a case of Nintendo enforcing strict conditions and keeping everyone hush-hush and tight-lip about what software is coming to the console, which that could well be the case. However, the conspiracy theorist inside of me and probably inside of a lot of other people know that Nintendo have burned us in this similar fashion in the past with the Wii U. And that's why it sets off alarm bells in my head, the fact that the Wii U had this sizzle reel with third-party software that never saw the day of light. And we've just seen the same thing again in the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer of Skyrim and NBA 2K running on the system, yet the developers are not confirming the titles for the Nintendo Switch. And I can tell you right now, Nintendo, that if you haven't got all your ducks lined up in a row for third-party support at launch for the Nintendo Switch, your console will be dead on arrival. I don't care how cool your portable Switch system is, if you're only selling the consumer Nintendo IPs, your console's not going to sell. You can't sell a console off the back of just Mario and Zelda. Only the absolute die-hard Nintendo fans will pick up a Nintendo system knowing full well that there's no third-party support and the only gaming experiences they're going to get on the Switch will be Nintendo IPs such as Mario and Zelda. And this is coming from myself, who is a long-time Nintendo fan. I'm very passionate about Nintendo, but I can tell you now, if there's no third-party support, full stop, for the system, I'm not buying it. I don't care how cool the portable features are on this console, it's not enough for me to run out to the shops and pick it up. I need to be able to get those other experiences. It's not feasible for me to purchase another system just for Nintendo properties. And I bet you the rest of the market is probably in a very similar boat to me. The idea is cool, we think it's cool, but we have to be able to get all the experiences on your system. And I'm going to end this video by saying this. Nintendo, if you have got your third-party developers on board and lined up with software for your new system, the Switch, then start talking about it now. Stop keeping them tight-lipped, start building hype, and get the hardcore community engaged with the Switch and excited and hyped, because I guarantee once you get the hardcore excited for your system, they're going to start singing its praise. And once we start singing its praise, it's going to trickle around online and the general consumers will pick up on it. It's extra free advertising for you. Start talking about it. Let us help you build hype. Alright guys, as you can tell, I'm pretty passionate about Nintendo and I really want to see Nintendo succeed with the Switch. I really want to see them get back up on their feet with a good system. But it's not going to happen without third-party games on the system. And I really hope that Bethesda and 2K not confirming their titles for the Switch is just a case of Nintendo asking them to be hush-hush and tight-lipped, at least for the near future. Alright guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments about Bethesda and 2K not confirming their titles. And also, are you excited for the Switch? Have you liked what you've seen from Nintendo so far? Are you excited for the Switch? And also, let me know if you think I'm wrong. Do you think the Switch can sell off the back of just Nintendo IPs? I'd love to know. And remember guys, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a rate, give me a sub even. And you know what, if I haven't done enough to get you over the line with a sub, then go check out my channel, because chances are if you're searching for this kind of content on YouTube, you'll like what my channel has to offer, so go check it out. As always guys, my name's Sully, this is One Guy's Opinion, and we're going to talk in the next video.